until I realized that I'm not doing it. I don't have time. Hey KiHiVE, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for clicking on this video because I know you're interested in what I have to say today. If you haven't done so already, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below to become a part of KiHiVE. And hello to new subscribers. Thanks so much for joining, and let's get right into today's video. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about what to really expect when going natural. The reason why I want to do this video is because I feel like sometimes a lot of natural hair YouTubers or vloggers or whoever come on YouTube and tell you these steps that it takes to be natural or grow your hair or retain length, just anything, and they kind of gloss over the bad parts. So not everybody does this, but I want to give you just a reel on what to really expect because it's something. Okay, so I came up with my top 6 reasons or 6 things to expect when going natural. So here we go. Number 1 is frustration. So when I first went natural, I chopped all my hair off back in like 2011, I believe. I chopped off all my hair because I was just frustrated with transitioning, and for like a split second after I cut off my hair, I was like so elated. I was like, oh my goodness, new texture. And then I instantly got frustrated because I didn't know what to do with my hair. Like, it was a new texture, and with anything that's new in life, you kind of don't know what to do. You might get frustrated because nothing is working. So yeah, frustration is a big thing with natural hair. It happens to me all the time. Usually people think that, oh, but when my hair gets longer, I might be less frustrated, or if I keep it short, I might be less frustrated, and that could be true. Everybody has different qualms about it, but for me, it just comes in waves with the frustration. Sometimes I want to deal with my hair, sometimes I don't. You just kind of have to work through it, either by putting your hair away in protective styles or by just learning what works best for you and your hair. Once you find out what works best for you, then it's easier to get past that frustration, but it takes a little learning curve. So pretty much learning what works for your hair, it's kind of how you get past that frustration period. Second thing is fear. So there's always this fear. I had this big fear when I first went natural that everybody was going to hate my hair, and that I made a big huge mistake, and that I should have just kept on transitioning till my hair got longer, or I just should have kept the relaxer in. Now of course that fear has gone away. I can't imagine going back to the relaxer, even though I do get frustrated with my hair quite often now. The fear went away because I started to accept my hair as it grew out of my scalp. I was afraid that nobody's gonna like me, that I wasn't gonna get no more dates, that I wasn't, you know, just little things that don't really even matter. But it's the biggest thing that I learned with natural hair is that you have to be confident in with what you have, because if you don't like it, nobody else will. Because as long as you rock it and you feeling confident and smiling and happy, somebody else is going to like it. Trust me, it happens to me all the time. There's that fear of just not being accepted, but you have to accept your own hair, and it takes some time. It does take time to learn to accept what grows out of your scalp and work with it and find things that work for you. It does take time, so don't rush it, but you do have to come to terms with what grows out of your scalp. And if you don't, well then, you know, you could always wear wigs and things like that, and that's not a bad thing to wear wigs in protective styles. It is great, but I always encourage people to wear their natural hair out sometimes as well. Number 3 is reluctance. So when I think maybe I was about 2 or 3 years natural at the time, I was just super reluctant to do my hair just because of the time that it took to do it, because I was watching all of these natural hair YouTubers doing like these 59-step wash days, and they have like apple cider vinegar rinses and aloe vera juice and double deep conditioning, and hair stretching and washing in sections, and then washing in braids, and then no washing, and then co-washing, and then I was trying to do it all, and it just made me so reluctant to do my hair, because the time that it took to do my hair, because I was trying to follow all of these different methods to get my hair to look like somebody else's, until I realized that I'm not doing it. I don't have time. I learned for me personally that the simpler the wash day, the better. But I'll share that with y'all in another video once I take these out. It's definitely a reluctance thing where I just don't want to do it. I really don't. If I do it right now, my hair be cut off and in the trash, because when I get to that reluctance period, I'm just not very gentle with my hair, and it's not fair to my hair. Number 4 is growth. You will experience growth with your own hair and with your own self. And we all know natural hair, it takes patience, it takes time, it takes work. Like with anything in life, it will grow you, it will test your patience. You will see the fruits of your labor if you keep being consistent in your regimen and how you take care of your hair. You will see, you know, physical growth, and you will see like emotional growth. I've noticed that over my natural hair journey. I have seen myself grow as a person. I know that might sound weird, but I have seen myself grow as a person through the different years that I've been natural. This year was a year of, it was growth, but it was more of a thickening of my skin. As my hair got thicker, my skin got thicker as well, because my YouTube channel has grown a lot. Things have happened personally where I've had to, where I didn't like what happened, but again, I had to accept it for what it is and what it is for right now, and that helped me become stronger. And like my hair this year, my hair has become stronger. Little mini motivation. So again, your hair grows along with you. Number 5 are setbacks. So you will experience setbacks in your natural hair journey. Now, I think everybody experiences breakage at some point in their journey, because it's just a part of it. But you know, you might experience length retention problems. Your hair might be thinner one year and thicker next because of what's going on in life. Protective styles might not be working. Products might stop working the way they used to. Things happen, setbacks happen all the time, which is why I try not to compare my hair journey to anybody else's, because if I did, I would be so upset that I'm just now passing my armpit length in my hair journey when I've been natural for 6 years. Those people may be like, dang, you just got there. Yes, I have, because I've had a lot of setbacks, a lot of trial and error. Like what most people do when they go natural, there's a lot of trial and error in their journey. But those setbacks help you know what not to do later on down the line. So it definitely helps to have setbacks, because you learn from them. Number 6 is groove. So you're like, what is groove? I've never heard that before. Groove is just you finding what works. Yeah, it's just finding what works. Like I told you all earlier in my natural hair journey, I was just trying to do everything with my hair, and it was stressing me out, which caused my hair to break off. And I just found out what works for me. It took me a while, but I figured out what works. Slow manipulation, not a lot of tension on my hair, and just taking it a day at a time. What really worked for me, and you can find out that something works for you. You just have to figure it out and test and test and test and see and figure it out, and eventually you will figure it out. It takes some time, but once you find out what works, stick to it, adjust it as needed, and keep it going. Thank you all so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Share this with all your friends. Let me know down below what are some things you expected into going natural that you've now discovered. Leave them down below. Let's have a conversation, and I'll see you next video, you guys. Bye.